Hey everyone, it is late at night and I am Norman. I actually ended up purchasing a celebratory 4,000 subscribers watch. And it was kind of spur of the moment. To be honest, I wasn't gonna get anything, being laid off and all, and not having a ton of money in my watch account. So I was kind of perusing eBay for any brilliant yet super affordable vintage watches I might find, because in the past I've lucked out and gotten some pieces really inexpensive but very, very cool. The problem is now I have a few vintage watches, so it's tough finding pieces that are different enough to be compelling. So I found a couple inexpensive, brilliant watches, but they were really similar to other vintage pieces I had. So I passed on those, and then out of the blue, a one-hander showed up by Xupes. And it looked absolutely brilliant. So I figured I would just put an offer out there for under $100, fully expecting the seller to not accept my offer. However, the seller did. So tonight, let's get my first impressions of this watch. Let us begin. And here is the Xupes, up close and personal. I absolutely love this colorway. I feel like it looks like a dial on a piece of medical equipment, like some kind of an oxygen meter or something. Just super cool. And this is the strap that it shipped on. It's a little bit bright for my tastes, so I've put on a black strap, but after I've spent some time with this and I do a full review, I'm going to put it back on this strap for that so you can see what it looks like, because it's perfectly paired with the watch's colorway. I got this watch on eBay and it came with its box and the stickers still on it. It was sold as new. This is not a quartz piece, it's a manually wound watch. And look at how they did that case back. That is super cool. So you can see the balance wheel ticking away on the inside there. So great looking. I personally like it on this black strap. It's kind of more my style. There's no date on this watch. When I put it on my wrist and look at it in the mirror, it almost looks Bauhausy to me. I love the zero padded hour indices, and you can see we have the 15 minutes called out on the inside of that red ring, and on the outside I believe those markers are 10-minute markers. I'll get out my loop and look at them really close and confirm that, but yeah, this red and white colorway is just amazing. I love that red hand. And I've never really worn a one-hander before. I've tried on one-handed watches at ADs, but I've never worn them to where I have to tell the time. And I have to be honest, the first hour that I wore this today, first hour or so, felt a little bit like, I don't know, almost claustrophobic, but different. Like I would glance at it and be like, ugh, I need to look at my phone. Because my daily schedule runs on 15-minute or 10-minute intervals. If I have to leave for something, oftentimes I have to leave like a quarter till, a quarter after, or 10 after. But after a couple of hours, it was totally normal to tell the time and accurate enough for me. Maybe not the exact minute, but within 10 minutes or so. This piece isn't terribly thick. There's a slight curve to the crystal there. Yeah, this is a really great looking watch. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, you should hit the subscribe button and the notifications so you don't miss the full review of this watch. I'll give all of its stats and specifications We'll see how it's doing on the time grapher. Maybe I'll get some B-roll footage of it, some footage of it in different lighting and whatnot. But for tonight, let's get a quick wrist shot before I let you go. Tonight I'm wearing my A17 1970s military watch. I love this thing. And look at that crystal. Wow. Let me take this off and we'll see what the look looks like when you're wearing it. And here it is on my 7-inch wrist. So this is under 40 millimeters, but as you can see, it wears larger than it is on paper. But I feel like for this design, that's not terrible. I'm used to smaller pieces, but I feel like this looks fine. It doesn't look overly large, even to me. And once you get used to it, telling time on this isn't terrible either. I think this is my super expensive shell Cordovan strap. I don't have a whole lot of 20 millimeter width straps. Most of mine are 18, just because most of my watches are smaller, but yeah, that means this one gets some time on the wrist. This is a very affordable piece and it looks great. And it seems pretty solid so far. Yeah. So there you have it, the amazing looking one-hander watch that I got as a celebratory piece for 4,000 subscribers. Thanks to all of you out there for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.